Thanks, Basic Sarian, and welcome back. So, how is everyone doing today? I'm doing alright, thank you for asking, even though you really didn't. So, we're pretty much where we left off, but Space Engineers has updated. That's right. We now have block ownership, which is causing me, let's just say no end of grief, shall we? Because it appears to be fairly random. What I actually got ownership on, and what I didn't. And I'm going to have to kind of sort that out, and it's not going to be easy to do it either. Because it basically means I need to run around doing this a whole lot. Like, a whole lot. And unfortunately, it's going to be a pain in the rear end. There's just no real good way around this. I have to break down every block that I've altered or changed, or every block that I don't have access to. And, yeah. Let's just go with this is going to be an experience. So, I'm going to have to be doing this and running around. And unfortunately, the rotors up top are some of the things that have changed that I don't have block ownership over. And I think, as I'm thinking about it, actually, it's not even that. It's kind of random, actually. What I got ownership to and what I didn't. I didn't get any of the rotors. I got most of the drill bits. The connectors I didn't get ownership on. It's a little strange, actually. What I got ownership to and what I didn't. And it looks like my improved build settings decided to reset themselves again. Which is no big deal. You know, I can deal with that. But it basically means that a lot of my work today is going to be running around and doing this sort of stuff. But I figure for the next few minutes, while I'm doing some of this, I can talk to you guys about what I'm planning on doing next. So we have this mining ship, right? This beautiful, beautiful mining ship. And she works pretty well, as you guys saw in the last episode. There's only one issue. She doesn't have any assemblers on her. Which is fine. She's not actually intended to have any assemblers on her. What she is intended to have is just the refineries for mining purposes. And that's what I designed her for, and that's what she's going to have. It's way too easy in Space Engineers to build these, gigantic, awesome super ships that have everything combined in them, and I don't like that, actually. Ships should be designed for a specific purpose. In real life, you don't design a ship that does everything on the face of the planet because, well, it's going to be not effective at other things, right? And I get that, and I don't want to fall into the trap of doing that in Space Engineers. I want to be at least a little bit realistic with it. So we have our mining ship. And our mining ship is our mining ship is our mining ship. And that's what she's gonna do. Uh-huh. Now this is weird. Why is my jetpack not working? Like, my jetpack is literally not working. What? The heck? I don't... Alright, I'll be back in a minute. And we're back, guys. Alright, so I'm just going to show you a bit of my building process here, which is that right now, I'm actually, on my second monitor, I have the Space Engineer calculator pulled up. And all I have to do over there is just punch in exactly how many of a certain block I need, and it displays me a wonderful list of everything I need to build that many number of blocks. So for example, I'm building 10 conveyor tubes. Alright. I know that according to my calculator, I need 40 bulletproof glass, 80 motors, and a bunch of other stuff. It's not too shabby, actually. It's a great way of being able to do things. Because you really don't have to worry about, oh, do I have another this? And you just kind of randomly We all have done it. We've just kind of randomly junked whatever into our inventory and played the, I hope that's enough game. Well, with this, and apparently I miscounted here because I needed 400 construction components instead of whatever it was I grabbed out of there. Let's just ballpark it and say that I need, 360. Oh, I see what I did. Alright, hold on. So sometimes you have to make sure that you have the right things selected when you do that. There we go, 360. That's better. Otherwise it, won't work because you don't have the stuff that you need. I can turn my jetpack off now, thank you. Oh, not for that long, though. And it makes this entire process wicked simple to work with, It's just a really easy way of doing it. So now I can come up here, and I can hit delete, 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 delete. I can put that one in, and I can put... I need to do this side. That in. And that will let me put all this stuff together. Nice, simple, efficient, and, it's a heck of a lot easier than just kind of ballparking it or grabbing each item at a time. And, yeah, you have to Alt-Tab out because Space Engineers captures your mouse focus, but that's quite all right in my opinion, It's not too shabby at all. So we're just running along here, and let's get up to the next other level. Come on. There we go. And you can see I'm just cutting through my floor panel here. And running out some conveyor tubes, because the conveyor system on the station is actually not well designed and not well developed at all. Which is something I've been regretting as time's been going on, that I didn't spend more time actually working on it. So we're coming over here to our docking buffer. And there we go. Close enough. So, how many more of these are we going to need? We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13. Okay. So, let's come back in here. We're going to need 13 more. I'm just going to break focus for a second so that I can clear this thing. We're going to add 13 to the count. There we go. And just a quick thing with the Space Engineer's calculator, always remember to reset after you add an item using the count thing. Reset your count to 1, otherwise it multiplies your entire list by that number. Okay? So you want to watch out for that. It happens. It's a little irritating. Unfortunately, I think the author has since disappeared off the face of the planet. Not what I wanted to do. I wanted to come back down to my junk storage here. And I find it's easier just to put everything back in before you start mucking with things. Alright, it makes it easier. So I need 104 motors. Now this is where having a calculator comes in handy, because I only have 56 motors, and I don't think I have any more laying around somewhere else. How's all that crap in there? I don't know. I'll blame Tekrin. Until I know otherwise, I'll just blame Tekrin. So I need to produce some items now. Now I need 104 motors, right? Let's start from the bottom. I need 52 bulletproof glass. So I actually need to produce 48. Alright, that's not too shabby. So I can come over to here. And 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wish there was a way to tell it exactly how many of something you need. Okay, so then I'm going to need... I have 56 motors, and I need 104 of them. And this is where a calculator comes in handy. Thankfully, I have my cell phone sitting right next to me, which is the usual source of all my calculator functions. So I have, of course, by this point I've probably got it in my head, 150, 104. So I need to produce another 48 motors. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then I need 156 small steel tubes, which I know I have enough of. 156 of you. I need 520 construction components. And then I need 130 steel plates. That is not bad at all. 130 steel plates. Beautiful. And now I can go into here. Inventory, assembler. Assembler. I need that, and I need that. Beautiful. And now I can start hooking this stuff up. Apparently that's just high enough that you can't actually jump over it, which is irritating to me, but that's alright. And one good thing to remember about this is that your, whatever it's called, curved conveyor tubes take the same number of resources as the straight ones. So we're just going to get this block out of the way. Oops, I want that, like that, and then like that. Ow. Beautiful. And of course I'm still using my welding buff because, yeah. The one thing I'd criticize about this game is that welding, as a YouTuber, welding takes too long. When I'm playing solo, I don't mind it as much. It's kind of like Minecraft mining in Minecraft. It's kind of relaxing, and it's nice so you don't have to really worry about it. And hopefully I'm not one short here. Yep, I'm one short. Two short, actually. I think I forgot to factor in some of those. Now, the easiest thing to do when you're a couple short like that is to come over to production, go to large blocks, and just do that. And of course, I can can construction components, I can can that, there we go. Just because, you know, I don't need those items really, so there's kind of no point to it. Let's see. And then let me just click out of this, clear that. There we go. So I need production, inventory. I was in the right spot anyways. So 24, I need 21 of these. I need 39 construction components. I wish those just didn't take... I don't know why those take forever to produce. I have that. Enough of that. I have the bulletproof glass. I have the motors. Okay, that should be everything. So let's run out. Oop! The suit energy is low. Of course. You know, I know that there's a med bay out there, but honestly this is just easier and a little bit safer. Alright, that's enough. The one thing I'd really like to see are some sort of suit upgrades, like... Really? I didn't grab enough of those? Oh, that's interesting. When you're right up against it, you can't jump over it. But, alright, that's fine. So, inventory. And then I need some more construction components. And as you guys can probably guess, what we're actually working on here is getting some connectors set up for our ship. There we go. And now we just need the actual bits. Oh, come on. Now we just need the bits for the connector. Alright, now that's not too difficult. There we go. Alright, so I have the steel plates I need. I need 40 construction components. And it's nice. I have the dual monitor, so, you know, why not take advantage of it at least? I need 12 of these. And actually, I'm going to throw this into my disassembler there. And then, because the way I'm going to do the glass, it makes more sense to do it another way. And I'm going to need 8 motors, which I'm going to need to make those. 4 displays. 4 displays, 20 computers. I have you around here somewhere. Oh, and by the way I mass fixed the ownership issue is there's an option in your save file to just completely overwrite. Ah, and I'm going to need 19 of these. There we go. And I still need the 8 motors. Motors. And that will be down here somewhere. Maybe. Over here. And then for assembler 3, conveyor system off. You can use conveyor, you can use conveyor. You're not allowed to. Oh god, what are you producing? Stop that. And then... there we go. And that's just going to disassemble those for me. Perfect. Alright, so now I can come out to here. And this may require moving the Titan. This is going to require moving the Titan. So let's go and move the Titan, shall we? This is also going to mean I'm not going to have to use those landing connectors to actually move this ship. Up here. It's been a while since I flew you. Alright, so let's unlock... oh. Thrusters on. There we go. Let's slide her back just a little bit more, a little bit more. Beautiful. Ow. Right, because improved her gravity field's up. Yeah, I forgot about that. Alright, so let's come back down here. And let's get ourselves a connector. And... let's build this up, shall we? And you guys will see the reason I'm doing this in a couple seconds. There we go. So now we can flip back over to the Titan. We have all of our little ships over on the back there. Our multi-purpose ship, which only has one attachment right now. And let's do some other stuff here. Let's go in here, landing gear. I want to turn off their auto-lock. Let's make sure we actually did that. Okay, good. So I should just have to slide her forward. Maybe over one side a little bit. Over, over. Boink. Are we locked? I believe we are. Beautiful. So now what I can do is I can take a look over here. There we go. Large cargo container. Large cargo container 2. Yeah, okay, fine. And we can just drag over all the stuff that we just had kind of laying around. And I think if I check her reactor is not full and not auto-drawing. Interesting. And we have some other gravity components in there. We can come down to here. And we can just kind of, you know, drop stuff off. And I don't have to run around like a maniac transferring everything by hand. There we go. Beautiful. Oh. Oh. More junk I didn't even know about. And of course, all this will have to get sorted out at some point in the future. But that's fine for right now. This should honestly be enough that I don't have to worry about much going forward. There we go. So now we're just going to disconnect her. Oh gosh, she's a little too... lock it, open it. Actually, let's do it this way. And full thrust. Get her clear. Come on. Alright, let's try this again. Full thrust, get her clear. Eh. Okay. Off. My connector. Off. Full thrust. And we're free. Okay. she's actually pretty nimble for a ship her size. So we have all these resources over here at the mining platform, right? Let's roll her around. And the Titan is actually the ship that has the most resource storage of any of my ships. Alright, so let's nose her over. Let's get down to here. And of course, docking operations are always entertaining with ships this big. Thankfully, the Titan is actually a fairly nimble ship. Oh, I'm underneath the station. I'm underneath the Bertha. Oh, that's why I'm not looking. I think it looks right. Okay, well, let's thrust her over this way. Let's clear over the top. Now let's pivot her around. Of course, the issue is that I'm all the way at the back of this thing, and I think the game kind of cheats with how it locates where everything's going to be set up. So let's swing her up. Let's bring her this way. Let's check her from the back. Let's swing her around a bit more. Let's back her up a little bit. Let's orient her vaguely correctly. And let's bring her down a little. Not that way. I want to bring her that way. Over, I think. Let's bring her in. Let's push her up. Let's bring her down. Let's bring her up. We'll bring her down. Bring her down. Bring her down. And of course, this is where things get tricky. Oh, well, we're close. Alright, let's see. Connector on. Oh, alright, we have magnetization. Blocking the connector. Oh gosh, that's right, because she's going to pull in raw resources as well. Oh, she just pulled in some iron, so that's not a big deal. Now, what I did do here was what I wanted to do was I have my large cargo containers aboard the ship, right? So what I can do now is start pulling across some of these raw resources. More gravel than I really know what to do with. And magnesium. Okay, those are empty. We can kick over to here. We can pull some of this stuff over. Again, more gravel that I know what to do with. So you can see all the resources we have is currently being broken down and processed, which is pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. Come back over here, take a look at my connector. Shut it down. Hit P to undock. And turn ourselves back around. And we could just fly back up. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. And that would be Tekrin messaging me right now. No doubt going, "Hey Kess, would you like to record?" To which my response would be, "Absolutely, man, just give me a couple minutes." So let's swing her around. Kind of a, oh gosh, not that fast, not that fast, not that fast, not that fast at all. There we go. And actually, let me make this docking up a little bit easier by turning off my gravity generator. Why does that make it easier? Well, quite simply, as I come into line with the station, having my gravity gen off will actually allow me to orient myself according to where the station is. Bring her forward a little bit. Bring her forward, bring her over, bring her over, bring her over. Slow her down so you can now see I have that little marker that lets me know what my orientation is in comparison to the station. So just bring it down, swing it a little bit. Check her front. Front looks pretty good. Let's hit K. Let's turn our connector back on. And if I hit that button, we are locked in. I can hit K, and I can actually turn off my thrusters. And if I really wanted to save power, I could go into my large reactor aboard the Titan, and I could shut it down. And we are happily connected. Also, we don't even need the gravity from the station's gravity reaches all the way out, all the way over there. So, we are now docked, connected, and can begin transferring all those materials back over to our ship. Well, to the station itself. Not too shabby if I do say so myself. Now, the other thing we're going to have to do here is that I'm going to have to cover all these panels up. And I'm going to need quite a bit of paneling. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 20. Let's just call it to 20. Yeah, that shouldn't be too shabby. So we'll say I need 20 of those. I need 20 glass panels. And hiya! There we go. So that shouldn't be too hard, though, because all I have to do is come back over to here, find my 1x1 flat, and say that I want 20 of them. Right? That's how that works? I think it is. Yeah, because you need... Let me make sure I just used the right shortcut. I think it was Control for 10. Yes, you need 100 girders for each one. Okay, perfect. So that's all set. So we're just going to produce all those, get the floors all covered back up again, and we should be all set. And this part of the station is vaguely done. I say vaguely because I'm probably going to expand this gantry a little bit more, because it's a little small for right now, I think. I think it's a little small, at least. Alright, but that's pretty good for right now. So guys, this has been Mr. Kassarian, just a little bit of building today and a little bit of work, and yeah, so if you enjoyed this episode, give me a like, comment, subscription. If you want to see something else, you want to see something different, you want me to work on a ship in particular, let me know. Anyways, as always guys, happy mining.